Hello, everybody. My name's Teemah, also known as the Master Archivist, and thank you for joining me in the archives for another episode of a Master Archivist analysis. Here we talk about cool lore and details in each episode of the latest Star Wars content. Today we're back with another double feature. This is going to be featuring Mando chapters 22 and 23. And then before we get started, if you do like the video, give it a thumbs up and check me out on YouTube. You can find me also on Twitch if you do like Star Wars and sci-fi content. With that out of the way, let's begin. So to open, we finally solve the world's most burning question of where was Axe Woves? And here we finally get an answer. He was amongst some of the Mandalorians who left Bo-Katan since she couldn't reunite the Mandos with the power of the Darksaber. And we also find that he's been working as a merc for hire, along with Coast Greaves, who we can now see has left Bo-Katan since the finale of Season 2, where she was on Moff Gideon's ship helping retrieve Grogu. Now after seeing their mission here, we also understand that they will be amongst the group that Bo-Katan will be trying to reunite into their crusade, which does bring us to the planet Plazier 15, where we do see Bo-Katan and Din Djarin meeting the elected king and queen, portrayed by Jack Black and Lizzo, when they are part of the New Republic's amnesty program. I'll be honest, I'm all for some cool cameos, like seeing Thundercat in Book of Boba Fett. But then when I saw Jack Black, I wasn't really too sure how to feel about it. I still really don't. I only saw Jack Black. I couldn't see the character he was trying to portray, and it really confused me through it. But with that aside, they do inform the Mandos of their droid problems they're having, and that if they are able to assist, that they will be granted access to meet the Mandalorian fleet led by Axe Woves. And then that leads them to meet Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future, which is nice to see him in Star Wars. He's playing Commissioner Hailgate, and informs us that the planet is ran basically on droids, specifically B-1s and super battle droids from the Clone Wars. I thought it was great to see, just old Clone Wars droids, so far past their prime. Just repurposed. That's a whole thing Star Wars has been doing this year, and I really just like to see it. I think it's a fun time. We're used to them just being these straightforward killing machines, but now seeing them moving cargo, it just feels kind of weird, We do have them run into a droid bar, nice little place, where we actually do get to answer, I think, some general questions people have seen throughout the Star Wars community, like what do droids think of their position in this gigantic galaxy? And here these droids mention that they're grateful for the organics that made them. They hold no ill will against organics, and that also leads them to uncover a hidden nanobug hidden in the oil that the droids drink. That forces them to commit these atrocities throughout the town here, which also does lead us to, lo and behold, after this whole detective case, that the commissioner was behind it all. He's also a crazy Count Dooku loyalist, and I really like that angle. And just after all these years, he has a severe dedication to Count Dooku and the Separatists, despite this is so long after the Clone Wars. Really, overall, the episode was cool. I mean, it was very much a straightforward detective case. It definitely felt more of, it kind of took away, I think, from the story than I think really helped it, It just felt like that in-between space to get from point A to point B. One other thing, look how goofy this battle droid runs. That's, one of my favorite things. I'm like, it looks just like Battlefront 2, but I'm like, why did they make it like that? Regardless, on to Chapter 23. Grogu received some new modes of transportation in the form of IG-11's newly reconstructed body, which they named IG-12, which I was doing some research on it. I really don't think that's how that works, because they're individually numbered. They're models, but they're also individually numbered IG series, so there should already be an IG-12. If that's not correct, just let me know in the comments, but I'm more than positive that there's already an IG-12. Now that we've met, but that's just how the assembly line works. Well, basically, the Mando Covert actually traveled back to the homelands, and they actually find Mandos that have stayed since the Great Purge, and they help guide us to the Great Forge. So, from there, the Mando's actually ambushed by returning Moff Gideon and his Phase 4 Dark Troopers. And Moff Gideon's wearing this armor in the same style of the Mandalorian Super Commandos who ruled under the guide of Darth Maul, and I thought it was the best suit. I still do, which I think it's phenomenal looking. It's just a great mix of, Imperial technology, the Mandalorian Super Commandos, it's just a great mix there. And to really finalize the episode, we also lose our favorite hater. I mean, throughout this entire series, I've just kind of been making fun of him, but God, the way Paz Vizsla went out, that was phenomenal. It was sad, but at the same time, they brought out Praetorian guards to take him. I thought that was cool, and the way that they introduced the Praetorians, it was phenomenal. So in summary, rip the reel. I miss that guy. That being said, thank you for joining me here in the archives. If you do like the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment what your favorite part was. And until next time, thank you so much, and may the force be with you.